Sports Travel here in Antarctica aboard the Ocean Endeavor. Having a great time exploring continent number 7. It is 7 March 2023. That noise you hear? That's the ship of the Ocean Endeavor as we cruise through Antarctica. You can hear me pretty good because there's relatively little wind. You know, you can get a day like that in Antarctica. You shoot a video. Light snow coming down. I've got a collared shirt under this. I've got a turtleneck, and I've got this shirt and no gloves, no hat, and a little pair of long johns under the jeans here, and one pair of socks and sneakers. Key thing is no wind. No wind is the key thing. Having a great time in Antarctica. Can't believe it's my 7th continent. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, my late father. Thank you, my brother Chris. All my family members and friends. Jim and Marion. The Californians. The Hawaiians. Everybody in Connecticut. All around the world. Connor side. Chapin side. Thank you so much for your support. Working very hard to see the 7 continents. Here I am. 50 years and 345 plus days or something. I'll be 51 later this month. And since I'm outside and the sun is right up there, I'll remind you I am still pretty, the greatest of all time. Sports traveler. Now there's no sports here in Antarctica. I did toss the Nerf football around the other day on one of the islands here. Love to watch that video. I've seen a lot of Argentine football, Brazil football, Paraguay football, Uruguay football. When I say football, I'm talking about football in South America, meaning soccer in the United States. I'm also seeing basketball in Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay as well. And then some unusual sports. Saw rugby in Uruguay. Tennis in Argentina, the Argentine Open, clay court tennis. Saw horse racing in Argentina. Saw futsal, which is like a form of soccer. Saw that in Paraguay. And let's see, what am I missing? Volleyball in Brazil, including foot volley, where they kick the ball on the sand using their feet, not just their hands. And I saw regular volleyball, indoor volleyball in Brazil. So having a great time. Look at this scenery. Look at these icebergs. No wind. All you hear is the engine of the Ocean Endeavor. In fact, here is the Ocean Endeavor buoy. Hopefully I don't need to use it in case we go overboard, because as many of you know, Mr. Sports Travel has a love-hate relationship with the ocean. I love to look at it. I don't really like to go in it. In fact, I hate to go in it. But you get in these Zodiac boats and you go on land, so I'll have to put up some of those other videos and some of the other pictures that I have. But having a great time. Over 40 sports now, seeing different sports in more than 40 countries now. 7 different continents. Of course, I don't play it here. But it's been a great trip. Light snow falling, but very pleasant. Hands are a little nippy, but not enough where I have to put on the gloves. Same with the hat. It's very dry here. Like, that's the one takeaway from Antarctica. It's incredibly dry here. Your lips are dry, your mouth is dry. And in crossing the Drake Passage, it wasn't too bad. One night, it was a little bumpy. I ended up having dinner with the captain. It's just like a buffet style, so you just sit down where there's a seat. And I asked the captain, I said, Captain, you know, the 2-day boat ride over here from Ushuaia, Argentina, the southern tip of Argentina, here to Antarctica, it was kind of bumpy, that ride. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was that ride? He's like, 3 to 4. 3 to 4. It was nothing to him. To me, it was like the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald or Gilligan's Island. You know, it's like, oh God, but we made it. Hopefully the ride back to Ushuaia in a day or two, back to the mainland, back to South America, will be pleasant. So light snow falling. Look at this view. I can't make this shit up, folks. This is Antarctica. Beautiful view. We're cruising to a bay where it's our goal to get in some zodiacs. Time of day, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. One takeaway from my trip here in Antarctica, and of course I can only speak for my trip. The sun does not come out that often. It came out the first day we went on the zodiacs, which would have been 5 March, Sunday. Surprisingly, none of my fellow passengers, of which there's about 200, not including the crew, which is about 100, maybe 30. The crew, of course, includes everyone from the housekeeping to the kitchen staff to those that are operating the ship, right? To those that are handling the Zodiacs, which are these rubber inflatable boats you get into. Think Boston Whaler, but a little bit more firmer. In fact, these things cruise over ice like it's nothing. Look at this view. Look at the size of that iceberg. It's something else. Now, I am on the, I believe, the port side of the ship as we head this direction. The visibility on the starboard side is particularly shnikey. You can't see diddly quick. But let's see. Now, this is the greatest visibility on a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe we'll give it a 6. I'll take a 6 over a, like on the other side of the 1. And I don't know what the winds are like on the other side. Winds are blowing this way here. You can see the snow is sort of drifting this way. And there's a lot of researchers on this vessel, whale watching researchers. Like CNN is doing a story on the science of Antarctica, and so they've tagged a bunch of whales out here, and they're tracking these whales. In fact, one of the whales is pregnant, so it's been pretty spectacular. So over and out from Antarctica.